I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh my God, Brian, I really like your math like better than like the everyday math, even though I mean they're both like every day, but anyway, it's like, yeah, that's what you're thinking. Okay, here we go. You've done the sheet. This sheet. Bring sheet. You've done it. That's why you're now going to look at the video to see how did you do. And here we go. I'm going to do them right here. Bang it out. 8.73 minus 2.8678. I had some zeros up there just because that's cool. I'm going to borrow. Make that a 2, that a 10. No, make them a 9 because I got to stick that one there. 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. 12, no, I can't do that. Make them a 6, make that a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 8, no, I can't do that. I gotta make that 7, make that 16 minus 8 is 8. Drop that decimal right down, 7 minus 2 is 5. Did you get that? Because that's number 1. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm drawing a little bit too close here. Number 2, what's the area of a triangle? Let's just draw it like this. The base is 2 3/4 meters, and the height is, that would be the height of the triangle, is 7. What's the formula for an area of a triangle? Half. 1/2. So you do the base times the height, get that answer and divide it by 2. Or do it times a half, because timesing a half and dividing by 2, same thing. Okay, so first I'm just going to do the base times the height. So I'm going to do 7 times 2 3/4. That's a step the first. Okay? So here, let's do it. I'm gonna make that guy 7 over 1. This, gotta make it improper so we can deal with it. 1 top and 1 bottom. 4 times 2 is 8, 3 is 11, so it's 11/4. Okay, you all with me so far? Nod when teachers, thank you. 7 times 11, 77. 1 times 4 is 4. I got 77/4. All right, I admit this is not that fun of a problem because now you got to figure out how many 4s fit into 77. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. So how many? Well, I know that 20 times 4 is 80. That means 19 times 4 would be 4 less than that, which would be 76. So if it was 76, then 1 more would be left, so it's 19 1/4. Let's see if I'm right. 4 times 19. 19 and 19 is 38, times 2 is 76, plus 1 more is 77/4. I did it. Done, right? Wrong. You've got to take half of that. Yeah, you can do it. All right, what's half of 19? Don't say, I don't know, it doesn't have a half. Yes, you do. Half of 18 is 9, so this is the 19, so it's just half more, so it's 9 1/2. So we got 9 1/2. What's half of a 4th? Double the bottom number, man. Don't you remember that? I told you that already. It's 1/8. So I've got to put these two together. Well, how many eighths is 9 1/2? Times 4, so that's, 4/8. 4/8 is the same as a half. So I've got 9 4/8 plus 1 more 8, so it's 9 5/8 square meters. That is the answer. Got to have your unit, people. Units, they're important. So that's number 2. All right, let's do number 3. 3/5. I'm going to draw them vertically plus 4 7ths because I think it's cooler. All right, I have to figure out what they are. The smallest thing they both fit into is 35. 35. This time I multiplied times 5, so times 5 gives me 20. Here I multiplied times 7, so 3 times 7 is 21. Add them together. This is an adding problem. Yes, it is. 20 and 21 is 41 35ths. Don't leave your answer like that, right? Like, zip up your zipper when you come out of the bathroom. You just don't leave that door open. You can't leave it impropers. How many 35s into 41? 1. How many are left over? 6. 1 6/35. That's all she wrote. That's number 3. All right, here we go. Number 4. Oh yeah, long division, baby. 73 divided by 8. All right. How many 8s into 7? None. How many 8s into 73? 9. 9 times 8, 72. Subtract 1. Now I got no more stuff, so I got to do my little dot. 0, 0, 0. I'm gonna float my decimal up into the answer like that. Cool, right? Yes, is the answer to that question. We're up to, we just did our subtraction step, so we're gonna be on B for bring down. We're gonna bring down that 0, make that a 10. How many 8s fit into 10? One of them. I put a 1 there. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract to get a 2. All right, how many 8s fit into 20? 2. So I'll write the 2 right above the 0 I just put down. 2 times 8 is 16. Got a 4. Bring down my last 0, because I said you had to take it to the 1,000th decimal place. I'm about to be there. How many 8s fit into 20 or in 40? 5. It's going to work out beautifully, because look, 5 times 8, that's 40. Nothing left. Goose eggs, baby, and nothing more to add. 9.125. That's the answer. Okay, and we're up to the last question. Okay, it's all about Adnan. Adnan began with a whole number. Yeah, but I don't have to read it back to you. Here's the way you solve this problem. Start at the end and work in reverse. So, all right, we're at 3. So, blah, 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 blah. So I took the square of the sum. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I write this down? Add 1 to the square root. Oh, it should be square root of the sum. I'm going to fix that on the sheet before I'll do it to you. So the first thing it says square root. So it means the opposite of squaring. So I'm going to, well, no, it is squaring. So I'm going to be doing, since I'm going backwards, I'm real clear on this one, aren't I? Since I'm going backwards on the problem, I'm going to do the opposite of what it says. So where it says square root of the sum, I want to square the sum. So I'm going to do 3 times 3 to square it, and I get 9. What's the next thing I did? Added 1, so I'm going to be taking 1 away from that, and I get 8. Next step, going back, subtract, took the square root, so I'm going to do the opposite of square rooting, which is squaring it. So I do 8 times 8, I get 64. All right, then what am I do? Subtracted 6, so I'm going to add 6 to that. 70. Divided by the original number by 2, so I'm going to times it by 2. And I get 140. And then I'm all done. Let's see if I got it right. He began with a whole number. That's a whole number. He divided his number by 2, gets me to 70. Subtracted 6, gets you down to 64. Took the square root. The square root of 64 is 8. That gets us over to our 8s here. Added 1, gets us up to 9. And took the square root of 9, that gets us back to the 3. That works. And there you go, kids. That's math for today. See you tomorrow.